Hello and welcome back to the Leukopak Lady. Today is the penultimate episode of Season 1. Last time I talked about mesenchymal stromal cell sources. Today I talk about which is better for CAR-based therapies, T cells or NK cells. And just like MSC sources, this issue is not black and white. Both T cells and NK cells have unique strengths, and the best choice really depends on your therapy design and goals. So let's unpack this. Starting with T cells, the trailblazers of engineered cell therapies. T cells are a part of the adaptive immune system, and they're highly specific. They use T cell receptors to recognize peptide antigens and mount targeted responses. They can also generate immunological memory, which means they stick around and keep biting even after the initial threat is gone. This is the big reason why CAR T therapies have been so successful in treating B-cell cancers. But T cells come with risks. Cytokine release syndrome, or CRS, can be dangerous, and in allogeneic settings, there's a possibility of graft versus host disease, or GVHD. So while they're powerful, they can also be volatile. Now let's talk about natural killer cells, the rising stars. NK cells are part of the innate immune system. They don't need prior sensitization or specific antigen recognition. They just know when something looks off and they act fast. This means that they can attack tumors broadly, and they're inherently safer in allogeneic settings with almost no risk of GVHD. And that's why NK cells are exciting for off-the-shelf donor-derived therapies. They're fast-acting, safe, and can tackle aggressive tumors. But here's the challenge. NK cells don't persist as long in the body as T cells. And also, NK cell memory is rare, and they can be harder to expand during manufacturing. And while clinical data is growing, we don't yet have the same depth of experience treating patients with NK-based therapies as we do with T cell therapies. So when comparing traditional T cells and NK cells, T cells are the best if you need high specificity, durable responses, and long-term persistence. But choose NK cells if you want faster, broader responses and safer profiles for allogeneic therapies. And honestly, it isn't really a rivalry. We'll likely see T cells and NK cells working together in future therapies, each filling a different therapeutic niche. But wait, I want to spotlight two emerging T cell types that you might be hearing about: T stem cell memory cells, or TSCM, and gamma delta T cells. TSCM are rare but powerful. They self-renew, differentiate, and persist long-term, making them great candidates for durable autologous and allogeneic CAR T therapies. The problem? They're hard to find in large numbers, so scalability is a challenge. Gamma delta T cells are kind of a hybrid. They kill independently of peptide antigen recognition, which lowers GVHD risk, and they bridge functions of both innate and adaptive immunity. They're promising for allogeneic off-the-shelf therapies, but their functional diversity makes standardization and manufacturing tricky. So again, each of these has their own niche, not a single winner. The future of cell therapies isn't about picking one over the other. It's about using the right cell type for the right therapy. And I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Leukopak Lady. Join me on my next episode as I wrap up Season 1 and give you a sneak peek into Season 2.